Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since my last videos. I had a little health issues. I had to, take care of that. But, I'm recovering now. I feel like I'm much better and figured like I do my next video as a review of an item that I just bought. It's basically replacing an old item. So I'm gonna show you guys something that I'm sure almost every household now has one because it became very popular a few years ago, and everybody swear by it, and they're like, "Oh, it's the best thing you could ever buy." So, and that thing is an air fryer, right? So everybody, I believe everybody has an air fryer. Maybe not. Maybe there's still, some people still have toaster ovens. To me, I think they're both. It's the same thing. They do the same function. Just air fry is a little bit faster. So, what am I going to show you today? What I'm going to show you is we replaced the old one with another one just because how difficult it is to keep an air fryer super clean. It becomes very difficult. So, what we have is this is our old one. This is I think it's Cormia brand. I believe we got it from Costco. I'm not sure where we got it from. It's been a long time. It's very basic. You get all the options. You get air fry, fries, wings, bacon, seafood, and these are because it has like all preset temperatures, right? So you click one of them. Bake, roast, broil. All that stuff. So keep warm, reheat. So what it does, it just gives you different options right here, right? And then, but the inside is the problem mostly, right? The inside is these grates right here. If we don't put aluminum, well, you're not supposed to put aluminum because the air is supposed to circulate. But what happens is these over time just get very crusty and all that stuff. So it's a given. So that's what's gonna happen. You also restricted on stuff you could put in there. There's not a lot of space. So you could do certain things, but you can't do certain things. So, all that stuff. And of course, you have the rack for, I don't know, like chicken or whatever. But they're supposed to sit without this piece right here. So you take this piece out. I don't know if you guys can see it. You take this out and you put the warming rack in there or whatever. Anyway, so overall, this did its job. It was good, compact. We didn't have much problem with it. But I wanted to upgrade. I wanted something so I could put my toast in there, like also work as a toaster oven while it was an air fryer. And after much search, I found this one, the Aria brand. All right. So I skipped the unboxing thing because I feel like unboxing is just like a waste of time because everybody have seen what things get unboxed. It's no point. I rather go right straight into the feature of it. So the first thing with this is this has a door. So you open up a door, and I just happen to like slam it on the floor. But this is cool. This has 3 baskets inside of it, right? And why, you ask, it has 3 baskets? Well, this also serves as a dehydrator. So you could have your fruit, you could have your vegetables in here, and you could set up different types of vegetables and stuff, and you could use them as a dehydrator. So that's kind of cool. And what you could do is this pan right here, you could cover it with aluminum. So when the drippings and all that stuff comes, this thing doesn't get all crusty and nasty and all that stuff. So you could just replace the aluminum foil. Or I think they also have some silicone sheets you could actually fit onto this, which will avoid the oil spills and all that stuff at the bottom. So that's kind of cool as well. So I like that feature. The other feature it has, which is also awesome, that a lot of air fryers don't, is the roasting basket. This is for roasting vegetables, right? So it's like a rotisserie roasting basket. Have you ever seen like peppers get roasted on like over charcoal or whatever, and they put them in some sort of basket like that? So it's the same concept, right? Heat is gonna hit it from the above, high heat's gonna hit, and as it turns, it's gonna start roasting roasting the vegetables, the peppers or whatever. It also has a skewer for rotisserie chicken, right? So you have the spikes, you know, you're gonna put one on this side, you're gonna put one on this side, and you're gonna rotisserie your chicken. Now, looking inside of this thing, I don't know how big of a chicken can you put in here, but I assume it's not gonna be that big of a chicken. So that part of it might be the issue, you know, to some people, that you can't really rotisserie a large chicken. So I'm assuming that maybe like a 3 or 4 pound chicken, very medium to small size chicken, can be rotisseried in here. But yeah, but that's the only downside. I mean, you could do Cornish hens. I think you could fit 2 Cornish hens on here and rotisserie the Cornish hen. But with the chicken, it needs to be tested. So I mean, if you look above, let me see if I could see it. You see the netting on top, and you see that heating element. That's where the heat's gonna come from, and that's the fan above it is gonna basically push the heat down. So there's no heating element on the bottom. So everything's gonna come from the top, just like a regular air fryer, right? So that's where the majority of the heat's coming from. But for the roasting part, it's fairly easy. You put it in here, and it just snaps into place right there. And when you do it and it doesn't spin, that means it's in gear. Now let's go through the options. So you turn it on. It has also the same options as the old air fryer, plus some additional ones. So you got fish, chicken, fries, baking. You know, changes the temperature. I think this is shrimp, maybe. This is the dehydrator right here. This, I think, is broil, and this is the rotisserie, right? So when you hit the rotisserie, this is where, you know, your basket or your thing is going to start to spin. So I don't know if you're able to see it. I'm going to try to get a good angle, but you see the basket spinning. So that's how the basket spins. You click on the rotisserie option, and it, you know, the motor engages, and it starts to spin the basket. So let me see if I could get a better angle. There we go. So you see it spinning like that. Sorry guys, I know the lighting is kind of hard, but you see it spinning. And pretty much there's not much to it. It's a very simple process. You click it again, it turns off. It's slightly larger than this one, and when I say slightly, I want to say about an inch or inch and a half wider than the old one. So it's not taking that much space. And it is definitely taller than the other one, only because of the space here, right? So it's giving us a little bit more space here. But overall, let me see. Yeah, it's pretty warm. Overall, it's because of the amount of space you could use in here, and you could heat up multiple items at the same time. So you're not only limited to the bottom of the air fryer. You can actually use the whole thing because of the different levels it has, right? With the old one, it's just the bottom, right? It's just the bottom of the air fryer. So whatever you put on the bottom, that's all you get to use. Nothing else. But with this one, you could use different racks. You know, you could do any of these stuff because, well, you can. So I gotta take out the basket. And don't worry, it wasn't hot. It's not really hot. So imagine, you could put pizza. You could put, I don't know, cutlets. You could put chicken nuggets, for example. So you could heat up 3 or 4 different types of food at the same time. Especially, you know, Thanksgiving coming around. You want to reheat your Thanksgiving dinner, like your turkey or like, you know, whatever else you want, your ham. You could do it all at the same time. So you don't have to keep switching back and forth or wait for one of them to be finished and add another one to it, right? So I think for that purpose of it, getting a slightly larger one, I think is more beneficial. And to me, I think that was the great selling point. So it's not that heavy. I believe they have 2 or 3 different colors, but I will leave a link in the description to this one. It wasn't that expensive. I think I paid about $80 for this one. It wasn't that bad. I think these go for about $50, 40 or $50, you know, when they're on sale. But I think for like, you know, for that price range, for like about $80 or $90, I think this is a great buy, guys. But leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this was helpful to you. But I definitely like the features that comes with it, right? With the basket, with the rotisserie, and this is a handle to like basically remove those baskets inside when they're hot, so you don't burn your hand. So I mean, what else do you need for like 80 bucks, right? You get an air fryer that you could do multiple heating with it. So I don't know. So if you like this, leave your comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you share the video with your friends, especially if you know anybody that is looking for an air fryer or whatnot. I know you guys are like, oh, you never tested it to see how it works. To be honest with you guys, if most of the air fryers function the same way, and I will show you guys in later videos, you know, when I put this thing through a test. But you know, I just want to show you the features of it this time. But most of the time, air fryers function the same, right? Unless there's something wrong with the air fryer, it's not heating up, then you know, I don't see a reason for me to, you know, throw a toaster in there or throw a slice of pizza to see if it's actually going to do it. It is going to do it. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Peace out.